Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we are going to use this PDF and we are going to create an advanced RAG retrieval generation augmentation based technique where we are going to feed related context to the LLM for providing answer to users query from our private database. So it will be like when LLM will provide answer, it will have some kind of context from our documents where it can use that context to provide answers, right? So somewhere like let's say if we ask some questions and LLM is kind of hallucinating, then at that point we kind of use this kind of technique to provide answers from our inner data itself. So that is the agenda, and also we are going to use one of the technique for getting related chunk, which will be re-ranking technique, right? So this will be the agenda, and here this is the notebook which I will follow in this tutorial. I will explain all the steps, right? So here, first of all, this is the demo PDF, right? So this is related to the Chandrayaan 3 mission, right? So here uh, so here I have this demo.pdf file, right? In the same file, I'm having my notebook. So here, uh, now we'll just import some of the required dependencies. Okay, so we have this PyPDF2, which we are going to use to load our PDF context. Okay, then we have Langchain. We have to install that first, then we can use that. Okay, so you'll say pip install Langchain. I'm assuming that you know this, right? And here we are importing recursive characters text splitter to split our document into chunks, right? And also we are going to use OllamaEmbeddings. So make sure that you have Ollama installed in your system. If you don't, then first go into Ollama, right? Into uh, internet search for Ollama, and then you just install that into your system. I have Windows, so I'll install already. And here, as you can see, that this kind of when you will open that Ollama, it will be like here into this, and you can just quit also if you want. Then it is already running in my system, so you can also do that in other system as well. Okay, so after installing Ollama, I have added some of the keys which is like related to, let's say it is for Groq. So we are gonna use Groq models. Okay, uh, then we have Pinecone API key. Also, we are going to use Cohere platform API key for re-ranking of our related documents. So for getting this Groq API key, you have to go into Groq Cloud. Okay, so you have to say Groq Cloud, and here I will just open my Chrome here. Okay, and here I will just search for Groq Cloud, and here, as you can see, that it is verifying first, so it might take some seconds, and then after verification, as you can see that we have this API key sections. So you can go there and you can just create your API key, and you can just add that API key into the env.py file or any environment variable settings where you want, right? Because of safety reason. So I have added this keys into this separate env.py file, right? So this is the thing. Also for Cohere, you can just go to the Cohere platform, which is, let me go there, which is like Cohere. Just type Cohere API key, and first you have to make account with your email ID, and then here left side, as you can see, that API key section. So here you can just create your API key, right? So I have already created and added that into my env.py file. Then we have imported, also we have Pinecone API key, right? So you just go into Pinecone and and then you can just grab API key from there and you can just add that, right? Then we have imported Pinecone, so you have to install Pinecone client via pip install Pinecone client, and just you can just import this, okay? And then also we are importing this modules, right? And we have imported OS, then we have imported Groq, right, from Groq. So it is also we have to install like pip install Groq, okay? And then let me run this shell first. So let's see, and hoping that we will not get any issues here. And as you can see, it got successfully ran, right? Then we have what we are doing, we are actually extracting text from the PDF file, and this is the way how we can extract PDF context. Then I'll just say PDF underscore text. Let's see what we have. Okay. So I'll just say PDF text, and let's see. So as you can see that we have text inside this PDF text variable, right? So all the contents of that PDF we got inside this variable. Okay, so I'll just remove this and I'll just run this shell. And after, what we are doing, we are actually creating chunks, and we have added chunk size is 1000, right? So after every 1000 we are going to split our text, and also like from previous chunks and from next chunks, we are gonna overlap the context to make things let's say if we got some text from middle of that text, right? So that middle of the text will go into next text chunk. So for better reasoning, that we are gonna split that, and we are gonna give overlap size to 200. Okay, so this is the thing. And then we have text, we have splitted text, and let's see what we got. So I'll just run this, and I'll just, as you can see that we got one list. Inside that we have a different chunks. So as you can see that this is from here to here, and we have separated all the text, right, into chunks. So this is fine, right? Then what we are doing actually, let me open my CMD here, and as you can see that if I'll say Ollama, and as you can see we have got some suggestion that what you can do with commands. So I'll just say Ollama, what I can say, Ollama list, okay, Ollama list to list out the model, okay. So as you can see, I already pulled one of the model from Ollama, which is nomic embed text. So what we are doing actually, if you want to use Ollama models, then you have to pull that model, okay. So you can refer that website which I've showed right earlier for Ollama. So if you will go here, Ollama, then there will be some models, okay, library, where you can find a list of models available, which you can just pull and use that into your system, okay. So this is the thing. It is taking some time. So as you can see that now we have list of models. So I have pulled one of the model here, okay. So you can use whatever model you want. Currently for embedding, it is nomic embed text model we are using. And what we are doing, we are actually using that model methods to actually to embed our text into embeddings, okay. So here we are giving text and we are getting embeddings. So let me show you the embeddings as well. So it will be in a numerical list representation, right? So let's wait for this, because it will take some time, because as you are using a local model, and also it depends on the system configuration, and also means it might take some time, right, for you. So let's wait for this, and then let's go ahead with the uh, notebook, right? So what we are having now is, now we have our list of embeddings, and then we have created one of the instance of Pinecone, where we have given a Pinecone API key. So now let me go inside my Pinecone account, Pinecone, right? And then we have this Pinecone website. So I'll just do login. Okay. And now as I found that Pinecone now providing like account creation in a serverless as well. Earlier it was kind of like we have to give credit card details first, and then we can generate a Pinecone serverless index. But now it is giving it directly. So here what I did, I have created one of the API key from here, and then in index section I have created one of the index. Okay, you can also create that index via this. As you can see that we got our embeddings, right? Now from here also you can create directly. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll give name as v2. Okay, so as you can see that we have given dimensions 768 because for different embeddings models, right, and for different uh, those LLMs, we need to give different dimensions, right? So if you will go for like OpenAI embeddings, then we might give there 1064 around. I'm not sure, but yeah, different for different models, we are gonna give different dimensions. So it supports 768. So I've given this, and then we have to give some of the configurations, right? On which region we want to create the index, and what is the metric we want to use. So there is a dot product cosine and other things. So we use the cosine similarity metric, right? And then let me run this shell. So it might take time as well because we are creating the index. So as you can see that now it is ready for use. So now after what we are doing, our task is to upsert our text chunks, right? So if I'll go above, then as you can see we have our text, right, list of text which is already splitted, right? And we have our embeddings as well into this embedding list, right? So now what we are going to do, we are going to upsert that, right? So if you want to know more about upserting, then you can just go into Pinecone website, and here let's say if I'm going here, right? So there will be some documentation as well, how you can upsert the document and all, right? So you can go there and you can just refer that. Okay, so there are also quick start, and as you can see that here there is different things which is available. Like we have upsert data, right? How you can upsert that, we can give list of that documents, right? Also there are different things, so you can go there. So what I'm doing, I'm giving the index name, right? We are iterating through the text, and we are giving index, and also we are giving the embedding for that particular text, right, from the embedding list which we have. And for metadata part, we are giving the actual text. So it will be helpful when we are going to create input query text, and we are going to get the proper text associated with that embedding. So at that point this metadata will helpful for us, so we are also adding that. And yeah, that's it. Let's run this. So I'll just say shift enter, and let's wait for upsert. So it might take some time, right? Because it will upsert all the documents inside our Pinecone vector database. Okay, so I'll just go back, and as you can see that it's saying done upserting to Pinecone. So let me refresh this, and probably now we'll have that test v2, as you can see, right? So I'll just click on this. Okay, so what I have done is I was just forget to change this index name v1 to v2. So I have done that. So now we are going to run this shell again. Okay, so let's wait for upserting, right, part. And now after that, what we are going to do, we'll check inside our Pinecone vector database that all the documents embeddings are got updated or not. So as you can see that we have got message done upsetting to Pinecone. So let's go here and just refresh this. So here probably like as you can see that we have this test v2 part, and also now we have our embedding. So as you can see that if I'll click on this one of the vector, then we have the values inside this with a numerical representation also, and we have a metadata associated with it, which will be our text for that particular embedding. Okay, so this is the thing. So congrats, we are done with the observation part. Now we'll go into the next phase of our exercise, which will be asking question and getting answer, and also we are gonna re-rank our document from this Pinecone vector database which we got. Okay, so this is the function to embed our input text. Okay, so here if I'll go below, let me first run this shell. Okay, and then what we are doing, we are actually using Cohere library to create instance of that Cohere module, right? And then we are giving the API key. So here we are having the final query which we are going to ask, that when Chandrayaan landed on the moon surface. And what we are doing first is we are generating the embedding of that particular question. Okay, so let me just comment this and just let me print that embedding only. So you will see that now you will have the input embedding, okay, which we are going to find similar vectors from the database. Okay, so as you can see, this is the embedding for this query. So I'll just do control Z and I'll run this. So what this is doing is we have our query embedding, which we are going to like use that as a input query embedding for our Pinecone vector database. We are going to find 5 similar vectors from that database, and we'll also include in metadata, right? So in our output we'll have a metadata as well. Okay, so as you can see that we got some similar 5 results. So here we have India mission Chandrayaan 3, and also we got the score, like how similar those are with this input embedding. Okay, then we got other as well, right? So these are the things. So now what I will do, I'll just remove this and I'll just run this. Okay, and here what we'll do, I'll just add all the text inside one of the list for similar text. So this is the thing what we are doing here. Let me run this. So as you can see, now we have only the text, right? So let me just copy this text. Okay, later we are gonna like do some similarity on this. Okay, so let me copy this and I'll just open one of the notepad page here. I'll just shift I'll just paste that. Okay. Okay, fine. Now we'll go below, and here, as you can see, that now we got similar results, right? So before giving it to the LLM, right? What we'll do, we will actually re-rank this similar documents. Okay. So at that point, we are going to use this Cohere re-rank uh, technique, okay, where we have to give this model name, then we have to give query, okay, and in our docs there will be a key associated with it. So we are going to give the document dot keys. Okay, so here as you can see that this is the key, right, and this is the value, right? 0 is the value. So this is the structure of our data which we have created. So that's how uh, we created, and we have to use the keys only, right? So we have given the list of keys, right? So we have given list of text, and then we have given so earlier what we have done is a top 5, right? So now what we can do from those top 5, uh, we can just rank, like let's say we can just get top 3 documents. Okay, and Then what we are doing, we are actually retrieving the re-ranked text. So let me run this shell. So as you can see that we have text, first text is India's mission starting from this. Then we have second text to conclude. Okay, so let's compare that with the other one which we have got earlier, right? So as you can see that we have first India's mission, which is fine. But now instead of that, we had that and capabilities of 140 current audience text, right? So now after some re-ranking thing, right? Like finding the similarity for the given question with the other answers, right? From the database, we actually re-ranked those text, and then we got our similar results, which we can use that to give it to LLM. So that's what we did. And then now this is the step where we are actually using the LLM, which is Groq here. We are going to use a model from Groq, right? So we have created client for that, and as you can see that we have this template. Uh, so before that, we have actually merged all the re-ranked text, and then we have our template that we have this context. So generate a summary related to the question. Just a second. And do not remove necessary information related to context. And this is our template. So you can also just give simple context, like this is the context, and from that context you just provide the answer from the given user query. Okay, so this is how you can ask in template itself. Then we have uh, done some string formatting here, right? And then we have this field template which we are going to pass inside this function, where this role will be user, and then we have added field template in a content value, right? And then we have given the model name which we are going to use. So we have asked, the question was, let's go back, and we were asking that when Chandrayaan landed on the moon surface, right? So let's run this cell, right? Let me run this. So hoping that, as you can see, that we got an answer that on Wednesday, August 23, 2023, India Chandrayaan successfully completed a soft landing on the moon's surface, right? So great, right? That we had our PDF document. We used different techniques uh, to find the answer from all those documents, right? So yeah, that was the thing which I wanted to show. If you have any questions, then you can just put your thoughts into my comment section. I'll definitely reply to those questions. And yeah, I'll also provide the code link into my description so you can check that. So thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Keep sharing, keep loving. Bye bye.